after inserting your images. On the bottom, scroll along too. Add as layer and tap it. For some reason, graphs will only work on layers. Now resize the layer to fill the screen you no longer need. The arg under it, I suggest. Putting a plain black behind it. Or whatever color or image you want. This next bit is me doing random BS to the pictures under Igna. This is the keyframe button. It is your best friend. This is what a keyframe looks like. On your pick, Kinemaster likes to add one unasked, which is extremely rude, and that is what this evil thing is. Alright, T. If you move your image at any time, the keyframe will appear on it. If the cursor thing is on it, it will be red. Is the point of movement. See now, if you press play, your clip will begin to move. Okay. So I cut my images shorter because it tends to work better when you are editing. Now, on this app, you cannot move the keyframes. So place one at the start and one at the end. Here for the first keyframe, I slide the image out of frame. Second keyframe it is, back in its original spot. For convenience, add the second one first so you don't have to center it again. Then make sure it is doing what it is supposed to. Sometimes keyframes can be stubborn. Now you are finally meeting the graph button. It resides beside the keyframe button and appears when you are in between two keyframes. This is the graph menu. These graphs all give you different movements. The most basic and smooth ones are the ones circled. This one is the custom graph maker. Custom graphs are useful on 90% of other editing apps besides this one. It is flimsy and horrific to handle. I wouldn't recommend, but one attempted anyway. Here is your first example of some graphs to get ideas of their movements. They are quite smooth for simple movements like these, which I give it a point for. More graph showcases. I will be attempting this transition. It is known as a simple horizontal slide. I will place the keyframes we just discussed. Graph needed for this is not in the pre-made section, so I had to try this. It is absolute shit. Don't try this. For reference, this is the graph necessary. Here's me struggling to copy it onto this piece of shit.
Merry Christmas, I want drugs. Happy birthday, I want drugs. Happy Kwanzaa, I want drugs.
Did ya?
Every
Now
Thursday,
to
I want
copy
drugs.
the same, transition backwards onto the second clip. Okay? So imagine that first graph I showed just reversed. Now the reveal. Except my dumbass put clip 2 going the wrong way. Now for the last segment. basic random movements you can do with graphs. For this one, I have this one pick, and I will put a keyframe each time. I want a movement to begin on this app. You can zoom out, zoom in, rotate, move, all. In one keyframe. Now for the result. Without graphs. Now I will go back and add graphs between each pair.
End result.